been out this week with an MCL strain. The cop said he was going 77 and a 55. He pulled him over, and he witnessed that Antoine Woods was trying to discard the marijuana by putting it in a water bottle.
All right, that wasn't smart.
So my thing is, you're an NFL veteran. Everyone knows Antoine Woods. He's a beast. Probably's got all kinds of money. You're out this week for an injury. Why are you riding around with weed? Yeah. And why are you riding around with weed going 77 miles an hour, 22 miles an hour over the speed limit? Dog, we talked about this before on this episode, or on this podcast. Why are you an NFL superstar risking it all? Because it didn't work out for him now.
This is how I feel about the situation. I feel like listen, I'm not saying that marijuana should be illegal because I don't really think it's that big of a deal. I understand. But this is the thing. You're in the NFL as of right now.
Yep.
Once you're done, you can smoke as much weed as you want to smoke.
You got all the money you can ask for, so get as much as you want.
Or drink or do whatever you want to do.
Yep.
And the good part about it, you can do all of that and have a pocket full of money while you do it.
Yep.
Now you've messed up a check. Now you've messed up something that everybody can't get. Everybody can't get $1 million. Everybody can't get $100,000. And you're getting it, and you're messing it up.
And I believe his contract's up after this season. So not only is his injury not helping his stock, now he's got this on his hands.
Hold on. And this is another thing. You put it in a water bottle?
Right.
You got to think of something better than that if you're going to try to hide it.
Into a clear water bottle, act like the guy's not going to see it anyways.
Man, you're huge. You got plenty of places on yourself you could have hit it at.
I know you're in some huge Escalade or something, Yukon, some huge SUV. Like, dog, that's why you're on this segment, man. Get him out.
Man, all right, Pacer Spotlight, man. And you say it's no timetable for Victor Oladipo's return.
No, he's... quote, moving at his own pace, and he's taking the same approach to his rehab. We've seen him play 5-on-5.
I'm starting to think this is a joke, man. He's just trying to get paid and watch free NBA games.
I hope not. But he's been playing 5-on-5 at practice since the beginning of November. And then whenever the Pacers have extensive road trips like they have now, he goes and practices with the Mad Ants up in Fort Wayne. But yeah, has no plans to set a timetable for his return. When he feels ready to play for the Pacers, he will. And then, quote by Victor, he said, when you rush your body, that's when things kind of go south. You just got to be smart with it, which I understand. This thing happened 10 months ago. A lot of people, ever since he got injured, said he wouldn't be back till January, February. We're 5 days into December. I predicted him being back at the end of December, which I still think is going to happen. But another thing that I think so, and I saw somebody else tweet this yesterday, which made me think of it. There's this show. It's like a singing show. It's called The Masked Singer. And
yeah, I heard about it.
And he's on it, but he hasn't officially announced it because he can't, but everyone knows it's Victor. Mm-hmm. So it's a theory. He's doing all this stuff with that. He doesn't want to come back until that's over. He's still on the show, still competing for that. That could be a thing. He's just going to wait for that. Either him get voted off the show or him win the show, and then he'll be back. But yeah, I don't know. I just hope we see him before 2020 or right at like January 1st, right after the new year. But I don't know.
Yep. And when he does come back, it'll be just to be a plus for the Pacers.
I don't think anybody's ready on this planet.
All right, now right now the Pacers are 14-7.
Yep.
All together, and the last game they won was against the Thunder, 107-100.
Yep.
And you know what I like the most about it, man, is just what Sabonis has been doing in the paint.
Boss.
That's perfect. That's perfect because the more possessions you can get, the better.
Yep.
And he can go up and he can go get it. He had 8 defensive rebounds and 5 offensive rebounds, 13 altogether. He was.
Yep.
That's exactly what you need because then you can spread the ball out and then you can score and that's what you need to win a basketball game.
And we were talking about how important it is for your whole team to be productive. Last night, T.J. Warren 24, Sabonis had 17. Justin Holiday off the bench scored 12, had a late game-sealing steal at the end of the game. McDermott dropped 14. I know Lamb, Turner, and Brogdon all had double digits as well. So the Pacers, just classic Pacer basketball, getting production from your starters and on your bench. It's kind of hard to lose when you have all that. One thing I do want to say about our Sabonis and our our bigs, is you hope to see this against the Embiids, the Giannis's, the Anthony Davis's, the Jokic's. I hope they can produce it against the better teams and the more elite fives and the centers and the big power forwards in the league. But I'm really confident we can. Just time will tell. They're out Detroit next, and then they go to New York this weekend.
Hold on. Before we start talking about Detroit and everything, I'm looking at these stats. Hey, Indiana, I love you so much. These points, you guys are spreading the ball out perfectly.
Yep.
Sabonis had 17, Warren had 24, Turner had 12, Brogdon had 11, Lamb had 13. Those are just starters. Let me get to the bench. Holiday had 12, McDermott had 14, McConnell had 4. That is the way to spread the ball out. Continue to do that because you don't have that it factor. They don't have that as much as I would love for you to have it. You know, Victor's gone as of right now, so there's nobody on the team that's that it factor that can just go and make those shots when they need to make them whenever they want to.
Yep.
I'm glad that they can spread it around and everybody can get their shots up. That's a perfect way, man, to do it. I think that they're doing a great job, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Dribbles with the left hand, the three-pointer up, the three-pointer down!
To the 20, following that blocker. What a run!
We're about to take it back.
All right, man, it's time for Dozier's Did You Know? Did you know that today, in 1961, former Syracuse running back Ernie Davis was the 27th Heisman winner in history and the first African-American running back to win the accolade ever. You ever watched the movie The Express?
Mm-mm.
All right, well, it's basically about Anthony Davis, man. I'm sorry, Ernie Davis, not Anthony Davis.
That's pretty dope.
Man.
He has his own movie, though.
Yeah, Ernie Davis. And it's a good one. It shows his time at Syracuse before he went to the Browns and everything. So
wow.
It's really good, and it shows so he was a really good running back, and it shows when he was young, he was dealing with racial problems and stuff. And
Which
it was
I get it. It's in the 50s.
It was these bullies,
Yep.
these white bullies, and they were trying to attack him, and he was gone. And
Can't catch him.
I guess that's where he got it from. That's where he got it from.
It's like Forrest Gump, man.
Yeah, man. Colts Corner.
They make me so mad. But this, what we're about to talk about, it makes me so mad.
Why every time we talk about the Colts, man, it make you so mad?
Dude, so Vinatieri, his knee, he's having knee problems. He said he isn't sure.
That's good. That's a good thing. I'm happy about
Not
Vinatieri
now.
having problems.
I wanted this week 3 or week 4, not when the season's almost over.
Look,
Doesn't make any
Vinatieri
sense.
has really lost us games. And that's another thing I wanted to talk to you about because my dad called me today, and he was telling me about how he was having a conversation at work with his friend talking about Vinatieri or whatever, and he was saying that he was telling his friend Vinatieri has lost us games.
Yeah.
And he said his friend said, no, you can't blame it on the kicker. And I said, yes, you can blame it on the kicker. A kicker can win or lose you a game.
Yep.
I'm not saying that if they lost that, okay, so let's say it's tied 10-10 or, yeah, it's tied 10-10, and then Vinatieri comes out and he misses it. It's not completely his fault that the game is lost because we shouldn't even been tied.
Right.
We should have been winning by more, and that's offense and defense.
Yeah.
But he had a big part in it because he could have changed that right then and there, and he couldn't do it.
When he misses point afters, so let's say the score is 12-10, and we're having a point after to go up 13-10. And he misses that.
Yeah.
Now we're only up 2. Now the other team, all they have to do is kick a field goal. They don't have to go 75 yards to get to the end zone. They only have to go about 50 yards to get in the field goal range and take the lead. There's a difference between when you have to take the lead and when you get to tie it. And plenty of times this season, Vinatieri is missing kicks, leaving points off the scoreboard, and changing the whole scope of the game.
It's just like we were just talking about
with
making free throws.
Yeah.
Those points are too important.
Yes.
To not make.
Yeah.
Whether it's field goals, whether it's extra points. I've been seeing kickers miss extra points now.
Yeah.
Like that is important. And it's just as important as making your free throws because that's just points that you're leaving up.
I'm just so annoyed that all season Frank Reich was, we're going to stick with Vinatieri, we're going to stick, we have full confidence in our kicker, which I understand. He's the greatest clutch kicker of all time. I'm not saying that. But we really decided to make these changes when the season is now pretty much over. Are you like, it doesn't make any sense to me. Let's make these changes at the beginning of the year. Let's get some new young kicker that will hit kicks, that'll at least make point afters.
Of course. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. You wanted these changes earlier in the season. Now you're getting them with 3 weeks to go. It's like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know.
Yep. Now this Sunday it's going to be my birthday, and that's when Indianapolis and Tampa Bay play, man.
Yep.
Tampa Bay 5-7 right now.
On a 2-game win streak. They're rolling.
6-6. They're on a win streak. They even got the Colts predicted to lose.
No way.
Yeah.
I'm so mad.
They got a 59% win percentage for Tampa Bay.
I get it,
40 for Indianapolis. But this is the thing, man. Like, Indianapolis just got to, like, you can't keep throwing away the wild card. Like, you're throwing it in the trash.
Yep.
You're throwing the playoffs in the trash.
Especially when the other teams that you're up against are going hot. The Titans, the Steelers, the Texans even.
Because when is it going to be the year?
Yep.
That's what we're all waiting for. We're waiting for Super Bowl again. We went last time in what was it, 07, 08? Like,
we won it in 06, and then we went against the Saints in like 2010.
And it's not like the talent isn't there because they have good running backs. They have Brissett, who's a good quarterback. With Tampa Bay coming in, man, I know what they're going to do. They're going. It's both.
Yeah.
They're going to pass. They're going to run. They got Godwin at the tailback. They got Winston at quarterback. They might run. They might pass. They can do it all.
Yo, I'm looking at these stats. Starting week 6, Winston threw for 400, then 301, then 335, 358, 313, 313, and 268. Winston's throwing that thing, so we gotta be ready for that.
And that's defense. Like, the defense got to handle. And coming into the season, I was like, yeah, our defense is good.
Yeah.
They have not been showing me that lately, just lately in general. Because at first, like throughout the season, I always said they're a good team. But right now, defensively, they have not been handling their business.
And then when the defense isn't and they're allowing points, you want the offense to at least go match those points and to keep them in the game. And then they're not doing that, and that's why the Colts are losing. So
now, this is the thing. Tampa Bay averages 28 points per game, right? Indianapolis averages 21 points per game, which is probably the reason why they are predicted to win. But this is the thing.
Tampa Bay's the home team.
This is the thing, though. Tampa Bay also allows an average of 28 points a game. And the Colts also only allows an average of 21 points per game. So if you can stop and stop them to at least 21, and you get 28, Indianapolis, you're in perfect position. But I don't even think stats are everything. You guys know that anything can happen in football, so it's really just all about execution, man. Execution, you got to make it work, man.
And we talked about it last episode a couple of days ago. There's still chances for the playoffs, but step one, we have to win out. And then
obviously,
you need the other teams to lose.
Yeah, you got to win out.
Yeah.
And I know it's still hard games coming up, but hey man, you had your easy time.
Facts.
We really had like easy teams that we've gone against. Now, I feel like if they do win out, we're in perfect position.
Yeah, and the hardest part of our schedule was the beginning of the year when we were 5-2. So we got past the hardest part.
Yeah.
And then we had the breeze at Pittsburgh, home against the Dolphins, home against the Jags, where we lost.
Right now we're about to go to Tampa Bay.
Yep.
And then we go to New Orleans. Yep. Prime time.
Monday night.
Drew Brees, good Saints, not just the Saints, good Saints.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Then we go against the Panthers.
Just fired their head coach. They're gonna be on interim head coach.
And then we're in Jacksonville,
which Jacksonville's not good.
And so I'm not even worried about Jacksonville. But with the Buccaneers and the Saints and the Panthers, that's hard.
Yeah.
But, you have to. It's about what you have to do, and you have to win out at this point. You're third in the AFC South standings. Tennessee is above you. Houston's above you, which is two teams we've beat and lost to.
Yeah, we were all 1-1 with those teams.
So, it's all about execution at this point and just finishing off the season as strong as they can finish it off.
Man, that would be so awesome to see them win out, and then just to somehow just to pray that the other teams lose. And to see us make that wild card, that would be incredible.
That's what I'm saying.
But we got 4 weeks. We'll see what happens.
Yes, sir. All right, that's Chop It Up the podcast for you, man. This is Season 1, Episode 10. your boy Baylee Chamberlain alongside Amere Dozier here in WZIS Studios. You got anything else to say to the people?
No, sir. We got all next week, and then we're gone for a couple weeks